Slatty, what's going? Hey man, we got that man Trenches News. Lil Durk, what THF Bayzoo told feds. Before we get in this bit, make sure you subscribe right now. Ain't gonna do too much talking, let you get into it. In me.
You want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG and purchase a signed copy of my book. That's how you can support me. Make sure you smash that like. And follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 383. TikTok at Trenches News 383. Oh, it's your boy Trenches News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. Mother Nature could come destroy everything, and now you're homeless. So make sure you get back. The kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and civilians. It's Thursday, y'all. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Remember, CPD can't say you're your local police department, so make sure you wear your surroundings and know where your kids are. Today on Trenches News. All right, y'all, I got a couple of stories for y'all. But first story we talking about is Lil Durk, what he up against. We talking about would the judge grant the feds the anonymous jury, and if so, and we talking about the people that's the key people that will end him. Alright, so, and we're talking about YG being questioned for the death of the rapper in California, out there in California, and we talking about a message to the rappers out there, man, who want to rap. I got a good message for y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook Market, AJ, he hooked it up. Smash that like button and that hype button. Alright, y'all, so we talking about Lil Durk first, but I want to point something out. If you go back and look in the paperwork, man, it was something funny about them talking about the threads, and they was talking about the PWs, right? And then they put that the PW said that Lil Durk was paying for all the members to get killed, Richo and all them, right? And then they said Devontae Collier, you know, they put his name in there.
Bayzoo.
And then Zoo, he would end up being co-conspirator number 6 on Lil Durk, right? So it's probably a good thing.
What that boy Lil Durk say? You don't know who baby is, folks is, war like, you feel what I mean? I bet it Uzi can. What the hell song that is? Oh yeah, that bit called 52 Balls. I remember that bit. If they don't know who baby is, folks is Woodline. I remember that nigga Zoo was in that video. That nigga ugly as shit. Ugly ass nigga.
Ain't that Zoo gone for Lil Durk, or I don't know what the tactics is, but we know for sure that Lil Durk did say rest in peace to Zoo. We got to bring that back up. He didn't say rest in peace to Zoo, but he had put G Herbo music video on there. Every day some new he reposted that for G Herbo though. That was weird. And then another thing that's weird, that Drew Finland said that it's not fair that this should be thrown out because we won't have a chance to cross-examine co-conspirator number 6. So in the feds, they got a tactic, right? The lawyers got a tactic, right? They could try to use that as, oh, Zoo dead, he gone, let's just drop this. Or if Zoo was here, right, and say Zoo didn't die, right, they'll try to cross him, even though he a co-conspirator, right, just to see if he ever talked to ATF, because they'll have to bring that out, just to see what was his conversation with ATF. Now the feds got a lawyer, because Drew gonna ask for it. Like, hey, yeah, we heard that he talked to ATF. They grabbed him and Vaughn. We need all documents for that, you know. And then it'll probably expose a lot of things. So whether it was a tactic to get it thrown out, or whether it's a tactic to see what's really going on, because if you read that paperwork, man, you would know it's something fishy up in there. And then Durk just happened to send everybody back. He just put everybody back on the bus, man. After all the killings and all that, bro, left him broke, you know. He watched Zoo struggle, bro, and could have sent him 100 ball, bro. It got so wicked, bro. No bull. You can go back and watch the.
He watched him struggle. He could have sent them 100 ball.
Man, get y'all ass on, bro. Y'all need to be talking, bro. Send a nigga 100,000 just cause he Lil Durk. Yeah, I'm Lil Durk. Yeah. I'm a street nigga. Yeah, I send THF Zoo 100,000. Yeah, they my dog. Yeah. Ooh. Man, I just be talking, bro.
Lives of Zoo. Man, Zoo was selling drugs on live, bruh. Like, he was selling drugs literally on live. Like, people was calling the phone. He was asking them what you want, the lean, the pills, the what's the name, 2, 3, 4. asking them the price and telling them the price, and it was just weird, man. He was just moving weird, bro. And then Lizzie just happened to point it out, like, yeah, something going on with Zoo, man. It ain't right. So I had to point that out. And then another thing I got to point out, right, is a manager that rented the Airbnb for Lil Durk that him and Vonnie was at after the murder, before the murder, and after the murder when they landed in, right? And his name was in the paperwork for paying for the flights too. So he up in there, an innocent person who just decided to manage you, right? He in trouble now. He in trouble with the feds, because the feds finna lean on everybody for this case. They ain't just finna just depend on them. They finna lean on everybody who involved, because the judge said, what y'all need the other murder for hire to win the case. So they finna smack them. They finna smack them with everything they got, right? And that's on top of Vonnie, that's on top of Jam, that's on top of Flocka, the shooters. They just got them for certain people. Like Flocka, I told y'all, they got him positioned for OTFDD. Who hired you? Was you a shooter? Yeah, I was a shooter. I shot at Lil Pop. Who hired you? He hired me and Brown Eyes. That tied Brown Eyes in through Flocka, and the tied in through Vonnie by him getting them the guns. So everybody tied, and they coming from an angle, right? So then you got Vonnie on the Lil Pop hit, on the Quando Rondo hit before, 2 times before this. Him and Zoo and all that. And then plus Vonnie, he said he giving up the mother load. Because he said 7 years. He really said that out his own mouth. He told his dad that he trying to get 7. Jam trying to get 20, we know. AJ and them, they finna play crazy. What I think gonna happen is they gonna hire AJ and them a lawyer. They gonna hire AJ and them a lawyer. By Drew said that AJ and Marley was forced to take a plea deal. And then if you look at it like 30 years, 35 years now, that ain't no deal. You hear me? Because now they bringing in a Banks Enterprise and they superseding that. So I think what Drew and them or somebody gonna do, bro, they gonna get AJ and them a lawyer, and they gonna fight it. They gonna end up playing crazy. We going to trial. But if they do, they gonna get smoked because they already got all the evidence on them, right? Then you got Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon is a key piece. Everybody leaving out. All the hot cars that they had and all the crimes that was committed in them hot cars, guess who had them? Guess who gave them the hot cars? They was getting all their hot cars from Weatherspoon, And Steady Zoo just knowing that if you getting your hot cars from a guy who getting y'all what we call strikers, and he gave you a striker and you gave him $30,000 and he gave you a striker, you shouldn't even went to him. You should have took the $30,000 to the dealership. That could have been avoided, And then Lil Durk now, he here to face Weatherspoon on the hot cars. Weatherspoon giving up all the crimes, Hey, look, they probably ain't got no face. But if Weatherspoon could identify the people who was in the car doing the shootings, he hearing about it, he got them around, all these guys was just moving loose. They was moving real loose leaf. Like, the money was there, so they just didn't care about what was going on. So you got that. And then you got Lil Durk, when the paperwork came out with his manager and them up in there, right? Lil Durk was slick. He had a lawsuit suing them, saying that they were stealing. Now, I don't think that's a good idea for Lil Durk to do, to say that these people stealing and these people the one with the Airbnb, these the people who booked the flights. Like, he's suing them in real time, bro, for some millions. He's saying they were stealing the whole time. I would have let that go and just let them stole that money. Because if they come to court and they can add on to, yeah, him and Vonnie was talking about this conversation, man, in the Airbnb after the murder. You hear me? Like, it's going to be critical, real critical for Lil Durk. You know what I'm talking about? And then we still got to piece together and find out, how did Vonnie get back? We know how everybody else flew out. If Vonnie got on a private jet with Lil Durk, he's cooked. You hear me? All together with the anonymous jury, he got to still worry about facing, because O-Block, they face the anonymous jury. They off top. When it's something like this with people involved, they off top tell the jury that your life in danger. You could Google it. And when you tell the jury that, man, it's like basically, bro, they killing people, they put money on people, they kill people in Beverly Hills, and now we got to worry about them coming to get us off our decision. Like, they gonna automatically find you guilty, man. Nothing in the feds it will benefit, nothing with the prosecution or the jury or None of that is going to benefit Lil Durk now and his lawyers, man. Drew, only thing he could do is cross-examine him and Brian Steele and try to get as many people as out there. If they could pull back up the grand jury from that, even though it's been superseded, if they could try to point it out, and then, you know, they're going to call a sidebar when they try to do it anyway. But I still try to point it out, if I was Lil Durk now, that somebody lied to the grand jury, even though, you know, they superseded the indictment. Somebody still lied somewhere, you know. And that's the only thing I think, that if a judge look at the jury like somebody lied about this, but you can't be rapping about lyrics that's really real. And then when you go to jail, we saying this with everybody. Yellow Beezy now, we saying it with everybody. They talking about murders, putting money on your head, and then now they in court. And now they lawyers got to fight another situation by saying that, oh yeah, he was just entertainment. He ain't mean that. He's just an artist. He's artistic. You know, and to the people who ain't never committed no crime or did nothing, bro, ain't nothing about you saying you killing people. You saying if you get the location, you gonna kill them. That's nothing about that. That's artistic. I'm just telling you that. I'm just letting you know, man. So we talked about the anonymous jewelry. We talked about the managers, the ones who rent the Airbnb, academics, his interview. They bringing up in there. They said that they going with that interview, that Lil Durk was admitting on that interview. And so that means that they called DJ Academics and told him they need the raw footage. Now, Academics do got money, so he could pull a Vlad and refuse and all that to get them to cooperate with them, but then they'll be in your life. If you do anything illegal, they got IRS, they got all that. So I don't know how that's going to go, but they did bring up Academics. So the feds, they are finna unleash the beast. They are finna come with the paperwork of the storyline of who called, when they got the call, and Durk and them flew on the plane and all that, and how they got in touch with Diddy and them, and who got in touch with Diddy and them. We finna see all of it. It's only 28 days, so we finna see everything that y'all want to see, and I'm going to be reporting about it because I told y'all, Trenches News gave it to y'all raw at the end of the day. Remember, in the last paperwork, that was Drew Finland talking. That wasn't the feds talking. Drew was saying that about Zoo. And he was saying about, they brought up the car theft ring. So make sure y'all be watching out for the car theft ring with Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon is a very important piece, man. Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button. That's what I got on Lil Durk, though, man. Hey, next story we talking about, is being reported that the rapper YG, he's been arrested and detained and questioned. For the murder of a rapper, Draco the Ruler. And we've been seeing them talk about it. I really don't know much about Draco the Ruler and all them. They beef and none of that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Just people send it to me, and I try to report about it to the best of my knowledge. But I do know, to the best of my knowledge, that I haven't heard nowhere else but No Jumper continue to pound about the Draco the Ruler situation, and YG. Now I'm saying YG was responsible, and I seen the guys that was at the concert, like the guy who blind, I forgot his name, but Munchie. And Munchie, he be letting them con him into bringing the conversation up and talk about it. And, you know, that's all I know, bro. But, you know, he got money. Hopefully, you know, he can have a good lawyer. They said it was a crowd of people, over 100 people, you know. But if it was somebody from your crew who did it, somebody got to get charged for it. You know, it's just crazy, though, man. But, yeah, I seen like a little small video with the police walking down on YG and detaining him. So I don't know if he got out at this time, but he did get detained and possibly questioned for the murder of the rapper. You know, that rapper out of California too. So that's what I got on that. Last but not least, y'all. Last but not least, hey, I seen this news clip out of New Orleans, man, and this happens every day, every time. I always talk to y'all about this. Everybody want to rush to be a rapper. Everybody want to rush to get a deal. They beat you out on the money, and then they put life insurance on you, and then they have you killed behind that so they can get their money. And then it's millions, you know, it's millions involved. So we're going to watch this clip, man. Then I'm going to get back to y'all, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Centers on life insurance policies taken out on 3 people, including a Baton Rouge man who, get this, ended up dead months after investigators say numerous policies were opened in his name.
Why are you still using bots for your meetings? How else am I going to remember what happened? Just use granola. Okay, what's granola? So granola is like a note taker or more like a notepad. It just runs in the background. But a bot never
The federal jury has convicted Calvin Kemp of Gonzalez and Chavez Robillard of Baton Rouge on charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and aggravated identity theft in a case tied to life insurance policies totaling just over $4 million. Prosecutors say the two men used the personal information of 3 victims to apply for life and accidental death coverage through multiple insurance providers. According to the indictment, Kemp often represented to the insurance companies that he was a ghostwriter for rap artists or was the CEO of a record label, seeking insurance policies on behalf of the music artists whom he represented. There were 9 policies in all. Court records say they opened a bank account under the name Vision Investment Group and used it to pay for the policy premiums. One of the victims was DeQuaris Smith, killed in Baton Rouge in December of 2022. His mother, Latina Maxey, who spoke to us 2 years ago about her son's death.
I was very upset. Really, I was planning a Christmas party and everything, and my sister called and said, a detective was trying to get in touch with me. That's when she said, well, I'm sorry to tell you that we found your son. He had been shot 3 times, 1 behind the ear, 1 in the neck, and then she said the final blow was in the temple.
BRPD says Smith's homicide investigation is what helped expose the insurance scheme. In a statement, the lead investigator says detectives interviewed a witness who provided information about Kemp and Robillard and learned an insurance policy had been secured on Smith months before his death. BRPD says as they followed up, they discovered multiple policies, and because of the money involved, the case was submitted to the FBI. To date, no one has been charged in Smith's death, and we're told these federal convictions are expected to be the furthest this case goes in court. Nearly 4 years later, Maxey says she's still living with the loss.
It hurts me very. I have pictures of my son. I just tell them how sorry I am every day that this had to happen. You trusted the wrong people. I'm sorry. That's all I can say every day is I'm really sorry.
Kemp now faces up to 26 years in federal prison. Robillard faces up to 24 years. Sentencing has not been set. So we reached out to attorneys for both Kemp and Robillard. We were unable.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, this situation is crazy, and it happens all the time. And it be people that they be trusting. It be people, old father figures of the hood, people daddies in the hood, OGs. Like, it be all the people that you would trust, bro. And then they'll backdoor you, man, for that life insurance money, man. They lifestyle is more important than your life, you know. And a lot of rappers be getting signed to these labels, and then you see them just disappear, gone. You hear me? And they be part of it, bro. It's easy to pay the other party to get rid of you or assign the other party through another label. You know, that like it's wicked, man. The world is wicked. So you just got to be up on it. But my advice to all the young people, man, who rapping, if you getting millions of views, bro, you don't need no record label. If you get millions of views, bro, million people already seen. You don't need no record label. Just keep on pushing out music. See, the thing is, these rappers, y'all hold music too much. Like y'all hold music to y'all chest. Y'all do one song, and then y'all hold the song as if it's a real hit for a year or two. Y'all don't drop. Y'all got to keep on dropping, bro. You got to do a Lil Wayne, bro. You got to do a Dedication 3. You got to do a Future, just a Gucci Mane. Like, just keep dropping mixtapes. You hear me? You would just stay out there. Why you think Rico Reckless, bro? People be saying stuff about Rico Reckless. But look, he seen the idea that everybody had from down south, and he took it and ran with it. Rico Reckless got 1,000 mixtapes, man. You know, and it don't matter that. Oh man, I ain't never listened to it. Somebody listened to it, and he's still getting paid off his music, off them streaming his music that's on his platform. So he's still getting a bankroll, man. All them mixtapes and all that, it catch up to you because you can take that off the tape and then put it on the stream where you can stream for money, man. So, hey, look, you don't really need no label. But if you want to go to a label and it end all bad, I just say, just take responsibility for your actions for signing for the little money and what you wanted. Don't be talking about you got beat out and they don't want to see you win and all that, bro. Take a magnifying glass with you. That's what my teacher used to say. Before you sign any contract in school, that was part of our class lesson, man. You got to take a magnifying glass because them little small fine print on there could say you signing your life away, man. Y'all seeing what happened to Money back? Not Money, Finesse 2 times. You know, he whining on the internet. He got played and a lot of more people, man. So you just got to watch out. Don't nobody got your best interest but you. You know what I'm talking about, and probably a family member, if they real, to tell you that, no, it ain't looking good, you know, because an outsider or a person who thirsty for some money who ain't never had no hundred thousands of dollars or had money, period, they going to encourage you to sign for anything, man. Just go ahead and sign. It's a good look. It's good promotion and all that, man. Look, forget all that. It's good promotion and all that. Hey, look, if you get millions of views yourself, you don't need no record label, bro. You don't. And it's Trisha News. I'm out. Make sure you go and get life insurance, man. If you got kids out here dissing the dead, claiming hats, woofing on the internet, make sure you go and get them life insurance. It's very important. Hey, shout out to everybody who subscribed to my channel. I appreciate all love, support. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches, man. Make sure you support me. Go and get all my merch. Go and get my book and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to all my mods, everybody who support me, man. Keep working. Hey, anybody could do this. Anybody could achieve it, man. All you got to do is believe, man. Hey, with that being said, make sure y'all go and watch Tyrant Like Father Like Son. It's on Tubi now, man. Tyrant Like Father Like Son is out now on Tubi. Make sure y'all go and follow the series. It's good, man. Shout out to Bodil.
Damn, that shit crazy, man. Anyway, nigga had sleep in here, but I don't know if y'all could notice. I was nodding off this whole video, so I ain't gonna lie to you, but I was nodding off like crazy. I wasn't even trying to make y'all notice, bro, cause I know the grind don't stop, but nigga, I'm human, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young nigga, bro, so it's 3 a.m. I've been sleeping early lately, like I've been going to sleep around 12, but now this shit go to me anyway. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. You big.